I wanted to give you a brief explanation of building typologies in the city of San Diego. And some of these will be similar to other typologies outside of the city of San Diego, but this video is specifically addressing typologies available to us in the city of San Diego on residential zoned lots. Okay, so your first typology is going to be your standard dwelling unit. Sometimes these are referred to as the main dwelling unit, the dwelling unit proper. You may have a single family dwelling unit or a multifamily dwelling unit. But the important thing to understand about the dwelling unit is you have to first build a dwelling unit on any property before the other typologies become available to you. So this means you can't build a garage or you can't build an accessory dwelling unit until you have that first dwelling unit proper. Now, dwelling units in San Diego have to respect the setbacks. They generally require parking, although there are certain areas where you can avoid parking if you provide certain parking amenities. But you can think of your primary dwelling unit as just your first home on the property, the first residential home built on any lot. Now, the next typology after a dwelling unit is going to be your accessory dwelling unit. And we know accessory dwelling units have gotten very popular in the last 3 to 5 years, particularly since 2020 when the state of California issued their new accessory dwelling unit regulations, which really took a lot of the regulations out of the hands of the municipalities in an effort to sort of solve some of this housing crisis that we're going through right here in California. Okay, so the accessory dwelling unit is interesting, especially in San Diego. Accessory dwelling units can be built on RS zoned lots or RM zoned lots. They can be attached or they can be detached. In certain cases, you can build more than one accessory dwelling unit. And in some specific cases, you could build essentially an infinite amount of accessory dwelling units, leveraging the affordable housing regulations and, of course, under the base floor area ratio for the lot. But you can think of an accessory dwelling unit like a second house or maybe a guest house. Guest house is not a term in the municipal code, so they're using the term accessory dwelling unit. The accessory dwelling unit in the city of San Diego does not have to have a rear or side yard setback, but you do have to have the same front yard setback or street side yard setback that the primary dwelling unit would have. Now, the next typology after the ADU or accessory dwelling unit is the Junior Accessory Dwelling Unit or JADU. And the JADU is an interesting typology. It's limited to 500 square feet, and it needs to be attached to another structure. In the city of San Diego, as far as I understand, they're allowing these to be attached to accessory dwelling units, but also could be attached to the dwelling unit proper. So you have to attach this one. Now, the interesting thing about the JADU is it's allowed to share a bathroom from the unit it's connected to. And there's limited reasons why you'd want to do this, but it is available to you if you wanted to share a bathroom. One of the reasons you may want to share a bathroom is because after a certain point of adding plumbing fixtures to a property, you're going to trigger a water meter upgrade, which could be a $10,000 cost. So in certain cases, you may benefit from sharing that bathroom and avoiding that cost. Okay, so we've talked about the dwelling unit, the accessory dwelling unit, and the junior accessory dwelling unit. The next typology is going to be the guest quarters. And the guest quarters could be looked at kind of like a pool house. So the guest quarters is not for people to live long-term. It's not even available for a short-term rent, but it is another structure that you can put on your lot in addition to these other structures, which could make available a home office or a pool house or something along those lines. So in certain cases, a guest quarters is a good decision. The last typology I'd like to mention is your garage, and your garage can be attached or detached. And the benefit of the garage, especially under the new ADU regulations, not only can we park in the garage, but it leaves available future development opportunities because in the RM zone lots, you can convert your garages into accessory dwelling units without using the affordable housing density bonuses, or the affordable housing regulations. So in certain cases, building a garage now, planning for a future ADU may be a very strong move. And basically, that's a quick explanation of 5 residential typologies that you're going to see in the city of San Diego.